Snow fell softly that night, covering the wooden porch in a quiet white blanket. The little girl stood at the edge of the steps, her small hands clasped tightly together as if she were holding a secret inside them. Her cheeks were red from the cold, but her eyes shone with a warmth that had nothing to do with the weather. She was only 3 years old, too young to understand why the world could sometimes feel so big and lonely. The man knelt in front of her, careful not to frighten her. His clothes were worn, his hands rough from years of hard work, and his beard carried the marks of a life that had not been easy. In his hand, he held a lantern. Its soft golden light flickered gently, pushing back the darkness and making the snow sparkle like tiny stars. "Are you cold?" he asked quietly, his voice calm and kind. The girl shook her head, though she clearly was. She smiled instead, a small, brave smile that made something ache in the man's chest. He had seen many winters, many hardships, but he had never seen courage like this in someone so small. "My mama said light makes the night less scary," the girl whispered, looking at the lantern. "Is that true?" The man nodded and held the lantern a little closer so its glow wrapped around them both. "Yes," he said. "Light reminds us that we're not alone." The girl stepped closer, trusting him without fear. She did not know his past, the mistakes he carried, or the regrets that followed him like shadows. She only saw a man holding light in the darkness. And somehow, that was enough. For a moment, the world felt still. The wind slowed, the snow softened, and the silence between them felt peaceful instead of empty. The man realized then that the lantern was not the only thing shining. The child's presence, her innocence, her quiet hope, was a light of its own. He extended his free hand, palm open. "Would you like to come inside?" he asked gently. "It's warmer there." The girl looked back at the dark woods, then at the glowing lantern, and finally at the man's face. After a small pause, she placed her tiny hand in his. It fit perfectly, as if it had always belonged there. As they stepped toward the door, the lantern swayed, casting long shadows behind them. But the shadows no longer seemed frightening. They were simply reminders of where the light had been. That night, in the soft glow of a simple lantern, 2 lost souls found comfort. The man found a reason to hope again, and the little girl found proof that kindness still lived in the world. And as the snow continued to fall, the darkness quietly learned it could not win against even the smallest light.